Hi, my name's David. This is infj Writer, and today I offer you a cautionary tale. These are my reading glasses. They're just like a 0.25 or something. I can't wear these right now. The camera's a little too far away and it feels weird, which is the point of this story. As an INFJ, we typically tend to we enjoy the fact that we're unique and that we are definitely individuals. It comes with with a different set of pros and cons than a lot of other types, and sometimes it can get pretty depressing being an INFJ. But for the most part, we do sort of relish the fact that we're one of the rarer types, and that's okay. It's cool to be unique and everything like that. So I'm gonna tell you a little story, and there's a lesson here. I'm gonna teach you a lesson today. So sit back, keep an open mind, and enjoy one of my not so gracious moments in life. It was 1984, and I was 9 years old. I'm 44. I was going to school, and I was in, I guess, 5th grade, somewhere around there, 4th or 5th grade. And I thought that kids that had glasses were the coolest kids ever. You guys are so dreamy with your glasses and people teasing you and calling you Four Eyes. I'm not sure. It was just the thing that was in my head at the time. I'm like, man, these kids with glasses are so cool. So I hatched a plot. And my plot was to get my own pair of glasses. And I asked my mom, like, can you buy me a pair of glasses because I want glasses? And she's like, no, your eyes are fine. And that's true. My eyes are fine. And even today, at 44 years old, I pretty much have 20/20 vision, except for just a little bit of that close-up stuff that sometimes I'll wear my reading glasses for, particularly if it's like an electronic. So I'm like, okay, Mom's not going to buy me glasses because I asked nicely. Let's amp this up a little bit. For the next 3 weeks, I complained to my mom that my eyes hurt. Yes, it sounds super stupid, and it was super stupid. I'm like, my eyes hurt so bad. I can't see anything. Stumbling around the house like an idiot. I think I probably ran into walls just to mess with her, and she knew that this whole thing was a ruse and totally ridiculous. But that didn't matter. I kept it up. And I kept it going, and I was probably one of the most annoying children in the universe at that exact moment. So finally, my mom gave in. She's like, "All right, fine. We're gonna have an eye exam. I'm gonna make you an appointment to go see an eye doctor." Yes, eye doctor. No one can prevent me from getting my glasses now. So we get to the eye doctor, and we get into the long exam room. And I mean, this is 1984. There was no electronic type of thing, but they did have the whatever with the lenses and all that stuff. But there's the chart at the end of the room, and starts with the big E. Everybody knows the eye chart, right? And so he sits me down in the chair. My mom's in the room sitting to the side, and he says, read the letters. Start with the very first one. So I go E. Great, right? I'm flying colors on this eye exam. Then I start reading the second line, and on the third line, still the letters are like this big, right? I'm like, F, R, I think I spelled my name, it was like D, A, V, I, D. Whatever the letter was, I picked a completely and totally different letter. At one point, I'm like, Q, and my mom off to the side was like, Q? Like, what the hell are you looking at? So I totally tanked the test on purpose. And when they did the little flippy thing with the showing you pictures of different stuff, and he's like, which one's fuzzier, the cow on the left or the cow on the right? And whichever one I couldn't see, I was like, cow on the right, whichever one looked like just like a blob of white and black. So I leave the exam room, and I'm sure at that point my mother was saying he's faking it, and the doctor was like, well, according to this, your son is actually legally blind. Finally, she breaks down, and my mom orders me a pair of glasses according to the prescription that I earned at the eye exam. Now, this is $1984, and she spent around $200 to $300 on these glasses. And so a week later, I get my glasses, and I'm cloud nine. I'm one of the cool kids, finally. I put them on. I swear to you, It was like somebody was it's like somebody got a shop vac, 2 shop vacs, and put them on my eyeballs, and they were getting sucked out of my skull. It was one of the most painful experiences ever, having these things on for more than about 30 seconds. I couldn't see anything. Finally, I was cool, but I was also pretty much legally blind when I had these things on. It was just, everything was a fuzz. So these really expensive glasses were a very good lesson, because what my mom did after that was she called the school and she said to my teacher, she talked to my teacher and was like, make sure he wears his glasses in school. So, oh, for crying out loud. Okay, great. So like I can't, get away from these things, and I didn't want to put them on. I'm like, this is worse. This is really worse. Now my eyes actually do hurt really, really bad, and I want to cry and bump into walls. So I get to school, and the teacher says, somebody has new glasses today. David, put your glasses on and show everybody in class. So I put them on, and everybody thinks I'm like a total nerd, and they're like, 4 eyes or whatever, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be cool. I tried wearing them, and they were the worst. And then what I did was I tried to destroy them. I sat on them, I stepped on them, I did everything I could to wreck these $200 some odd pair of glasses, and none of it worked. The reason they were so much, my mom was really smart teaching me this lesson, is because they were indestructible. They could survive a nuclear holocaust. When all of existence on life is gone and there's nothing but cockroaches and some mountains, my glasses will be sitting there somewhere. They still exist somewhere in a landfill, I'm certain. Eventually I fessed up and I didn't have to wear them anymore. But this whole thing is a lesson, and it's certainly an apt lesson for INFJs, but really for anybody doing anything. And the lesson is this: be yourself. You don't have to be anybody else. An object will not make you cool. It may make you feel good, and it may make you happy, and that's fine. But do it for that reason. Don't do it to impress others. We live in such an Instagram society where everybody's just throwing up pictures of perfect life, perfect vacation, perfect meal, and all this kind of stuff. And it's easy to look at that and let that worm its way into your brain and think, I would be happier if I had that, or I would be happier if I had more likes and people thought I was more cool, or something along those lines. That's not really the case. That's not happiness. That's just empty stuff. That's just people clicking on things to say that you're cool, but really, who are you impressing? And I think the people that do that are probably some of the more depressed people around anyway. The other lesson is this: be honest. Otherwise, it will make you feel like your eyeballs are getting sucked out of your skull. It's not a great feeling. So anyway, that's it for today. It's the cautionary tale. Make sure that you're being honest with yourself. You're not trying to be anybody else. Be happy, be you. You are cool enough exactly as you are. I'm cooler now, though, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Till next time.